Hi there, this is Tiffany from iHeartArtBlog.com. I'm also on the Sizzix Design Team, and I wanted to show you how to transform the Sizzix Bigz XL Mini Heart Album die cut into a mini shaker album, where each of these cutout shapes is a mini shaker. So let's begin. First, you're going to take your Sizzix Bigz XL Mini Heart Album die with a sheet of 6x12 pattern paper and 2 cutting pads, so there's your sandwich, and you're going to run it through your die cutting machine. I use a Sizzix Vagabond machine, but you can also use a Big Shot. When it comes out, you'll have this die cut and you'll see little scored lines around each square. To make your confetti, I'm going to be using these Sizzix Confetti and Butterfly Frenzy Sizzlets dies, as well as the Sizzix Thinlit Stars die. So for the Sizzlets dies, you're going to use your extended cutting platform, a cutting pad, your Sizzlet, your pattern paper or cardstock face down with another cutting pad, and you're going to run it through your machine. You do not want to buddy up 2 Sizzlets because it could possibly break your machine and void your warranty. In order to cut the Thinlits dies, you want to use the magnetic cutting platform, a standard cutting pad, then your material face up, the die face down, and another standard cutting pad, and you run that through your machine. So here's all my confetti cut out, and I like to organize it using one of these Susan Tierney flower pods. It's small enough and handy enough to just divide everything up. And then I have my die cut, and the first thing you want to do is cut away these 3 tabs. And you want to go ahead and pre-score everything so that it's not a challenge later on. And now we can start building the shakers. So in addition to these, you're going to need 3 squares of plastic. I like to just save my packaging and use the plastic. You can also use clear overlays or transparencies. And you want to cut them down to size. And I have it cut down to just under 2 inches, just a little notch under 2 inches. And then I have these to act as the backing of each square, like that. So these are also cut down to just under 2 inches square. And I'm going to keep these so that I can adhere them to the backs of that. So first things first. I'm going to use some scrapbook adhesives by 3L. This is the Easy Dots Permanent, and I'm going to adhere these pattern papers to the backs of my stamped backgrounds. And now you're going to adhere your clear film or plastic to the back of each shaker cutout. And I like to use this Easy Dots adhesive because it avoids all of the cutouts. So now we can make the shakers, and you want to flip it over so that the transparency, the full transparency, is being seen from your view. And then you want to take some 3D foam squares and you want to cut them up into thinner strips and adhere them around the perimeter of each cutout. And you want to make sure you position them really close together so that there aren't any gaps for the confetti to slip through. And before you release the little sticky backings, the non-stick backing, you want to fill it with your confetti. Now you're going to take off the non-stick backings, and you're going to position your double-sided square with that stamped pattern side down. And there you go. You just repeat it with each of the other shapes. So here are my completed shakers. They're really, really cute. And now we can start decorating it. And I have die cut this 3 because it's for my daughter's 3rd birthday. And I die cut it using this Sizzix Bigz XL alphabet wordplay die. And this is by Tim Holtz. And I die cut it twice, once with pattern paper and then once in gold. And all you have to do to use this die, if you just want one number, just cut your cardstock or pattern paper to size, and then you can cover it. Put your cutting pad, your die, your paper, or cardstock, and then another cutting pad over it, and run it through your die cutting machine. And when you're done, you'll have your die cuts, and I just did 2. I'm going to put this on the right side of my album, so now we can decorate it. And I have 3 pictures, 1, 2, 3, and then I have 3 stamped squares that I created to put on right there. So let's begin. So here's the completed album. This is the front side. And here's the back side. Again, this was Tiffany from iHeartArtBlog.com with the Sizzix Design Team, showing you a cool way to create this mini shaker album using the Sizzix Bigz XL Mini Heart album die. Thanks for watching.